He like pulled a knife on me and like I think he was just trying to rob me, so he just wanted to like pretend like he probably just saw me and but like that stuff like that like literally was this morning. Like I had a gun pulled on me on Weymouth last summer.
Damn.
Oh, sorry. And that just like it doesn't even like and I'm sitting here and like it doesn't even
Quiet's driving me insane. Silence rattles in my brain. Yeah, I gotta get away. Always waiting for the fall, so I built my towers tall, wandering through these empty halls. Break the cycle now, walls are coming down.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. AML Films. We out there. We out here in the black hole, aka the Badlands, aka Kensington, and this is where addiction takes you. And if you guys don't know about me, my name is Mal Lewis. You know, I share the stories of people who are struggling, because it's a struggle. It's not all about the drugs, it's the struggle that people face on a daily basis. So today I got a nice gentleman that I ran into. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hey everyone, my name's Bronson.
Hey, what's up, Bronson? How you doing today?
I'm hot, but I'm good.
I like that. How old are you, Bronson?
I just turned 27.
Oh wow, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Do you have like a middle name or anything?
So my middle name's Richard, and then my last name starts with an O, so it's my initials are Bro.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right, Bronson, can you please tell the AML family where are you originally from?
I grew up in a little town called Kutztown, Pennsylvania, but most people in Philly don't know what that is, so I usually just say like Allentown, Reading.
Okay.
Like more central Pennsylvania, definitely not a city. I had like cornfields surrounded my house, so that's kind of what I dealt with growing up. Like needed a car to go to the grocery store, like no walking anywhere. I graduated with like 84 people in my class, so
impressive.
It's a very like tight-knit small town.
Yeah, shout out Cookstown. We out there, show your boys some love, represent. Can you please start off by telling us a little bit about your childhood growing up?
So besides living in like the middle of nowhere, which I never liked even as a kid, the city always like excited me. I had one sister, she's 4 years older than me, and I grew up in like a middle class, normal family. And everything was like good, I would say, like perfect actually, until I turned like 12, 13, and my, like most families, my parents started getting a little weird and, did that whole divorce thing. And I feel like 12 of 13 is a very pivotal age, because when they separated and my mom moved out, I basically went from being like a normal preteen or whatever to having absolutely no rules, like sleeping at friends' houses every night of the week, or they were at my house every night of the week. And at the same time, my dad's sister died. He broke his leg, so he was super depressed and got prescribed perks. So I just had no supervision, no discipline, and started hanging out with like, rebels. Not necessarily, at that age, like addicts, and they probably aren't. Some of them aren't today, but it was just the crowd that like everyone else's parents were like, oh, like why are you with those people? Like, and I came out as gay in high school, and that was super challenging because of where I grew up. It's just not accepted at all. But I felt like so much better about myself after that. But unfortunately, like that's when the drugs started too. I don't know if it was just like a fun thing. Well, it was a fun thing at that time, but it just, I went from like 0 to like 1,000 immediately. One of my best friends growing up, her older sister did like opiates and stuff. So I used to drive her into the city all the time to get stuff. So it just kind of like normalized it for me, and the whole like drug life like was normal before I even used, I would say.
Right.
So the first time I used anything besides like alcohol or weed or anything like that, it didn't even seem like, I didn't have a feeling like this is wrong or like something bad's gonna happen, like because I saw like people doing it all the time. But after the first time, it was pretty much like, this is what I've been looking for. Like, I can't believe like I haven't done this already. Like, it's been in front of my face all this time, and like, why have I not agreed before? Because I like to put it like, I think about it when I use, it's like kind of going in when it's like pouring rain and you go under a tunnel and it's like quiet and calm for like literally like 2 seconds, and then immediately afterward it's like all like trash again. Like, and you know it's coming too. Like, you know you're gonna get out of that tunnel, but like, just, you know, but you also can't wait to get into that tunnel so you can hear the music again. You can, you know what I mean? Like, what, your windshield wipers aren't annoying you. But yeah, it all starts back up again. So 17, I started using heroin. I was still in high school the first time I used it. So I don't know how I graduated, but I did. I dropped out of college within like a week, because that summer things like tumbled pretty quickly. I went to rehab, and so I never went to class, and that just like seemed normal already for me at that time. My friends too, those rebels in high school, that like turned into now like criminals, I would say, even at like 18, 19, 20.
Right.
And at that time, I would say criminal is like, you know, retail theft, not stupid, but like just little petty things, misdemeanor stuff. My family like had no idea what was going on. Like, they were like, what is, like, who are you? Like, you know, coming home, like when I came home, very obviously like intoxicated or whatever. I got into like 4 car accidents.
Wow.
And I think my sister was like more of a mother figure when my mom left, and she kind of put the pieces together the quickest, and I tried to like be like, no, it's not that bad. You know, like I think we all do that. But eventually, like I think we talked for like 20 minutes, and I like just like broke down and was like, yeah, you're right. I'm doing like a lot worse than like you can even imagine. But I don't know, that was super difficult, I want to say. Even today I still think it's difficult, because that was like when my family finally like knew like the whole truth. And I feel like when you say like heroin around your family, it's just like a
forbidden,
like a taboo type thing. Like it's just immediate. I mean, it is like death, like, you know what I mean, like prostitution, whatever you want to say. But like it was like anytime I'd leave the house, it was like, you're gonna die, like. And like I said, that's definitely a possibility, but I was always, it would piss me off, because I went from being like 12 to 19, 20 with no rules, no discipline, and now I'm 20 years old, and my whole family wants to like, you know, trap me in a house again.
Right.
So that's when I left, and I never came back. And I moved to Philadelphia, which is something I always wanted to do. I think I always wanted to move to New York before this, but that I visited a bunch of times. It's just too much. But so I moved here, and I moved to Fishtown. I'm still there, but I got like introduced to like a whole other like slew of like people, places, things that I didn't even like know existed, let alone like was about to be like completely wrapped up and involved in. So that was I feel like that was like a turning point, sort of. I've had like 4 lives already in this, but I think it just made me the type of person that like, I don't know, you were saying like the loner type person, like completely self-reliant. Like I needed to learn to get what I needed on a daily basis, with like me being the only person doing it, and like whatever cost it would take. Because I had to pay, well, in the beginning, like on the first like 3 years I was here, I still paid rent and stuff like that, but it was a lot of money to be in the city and then have a drug habit which skyrocketed once you're in Philadelphia, because you don't even like, I couldn't even like fathom, like I could go 1 block and like get everything I want in like one stop shop. Like it was crazy.
Right.
So and I still love Philadelphia, but it definitely, I think, put a toll on me, physically, mentally, and I know that it's not the city, obviously, but it's just where I choose to hang out every day, who I choose to hang out with every day, and I've actually, just like a year ago, I was clean for almost 3 years, and it was like, I don't even know how to explain it. It was I never felt like that before, because I was so young when I started using. I didn't know how to act, really. I mean, it was awesome, but I had money, like I could do whatever, like I could go puff things, like I was like, what is this? Like I don't even, this is so weird. But I'm trying to think what, like, into the after those 3 years, I think honestly, when people ask me like what happened and stuff, the only thing I can say is like I really like forgot. Like I just was like, I don't know how to put this. I forgot. Yeah. So I forget where I was going with this, but
Take your time.
Oh, the 3 years. When people ask me like what happened and stuff, it was just kind of like I forgot. Like I thought I really like I tell people like in my brain I really thought that like I could use one time, and it had been so long that like it wasn't gonna affect me the way it did before. Like that part of my life was over, because I also forgot to mention my family is like very big with like thinking that my sexuality, my addiction is all like for attention, like so yeah, my dad loves to throw in the like, you just need to grow up, or when are you gonna grow up? And I mean, I think if I don't have kids, so I can't say, but I think after, let's see, like a 9-year addiction and 10 years being like a gay man, like I would think that's not just a phase, but it's so that's hard, because my family always was my biggest support growing up in such a small area, and when I came to Philly I was already using, so it's hard to make new friends for me, because being uncomfortable is uncomfortable. And I've been to detox, inpatient rehabs more times than I can even count or would like to admit right now. But those 3 years were probably the most, like, I'm so glad it happened, because if it didn't, I don't think I'd even be alive right now, because somewhere in the back of my head, like, I know that it is possible, because I know a lot of people think like they're not as bad. Like they'll drive around Kensington and see people and be like, wow, like I may do dope, but I'm not that bad. But I feel like I was always that person that was like, I'm worse than all these people. Like, so I'm not gonna get, like I hate that, like this is like a lot of my rehab stories, but I had private insurance till I was 26, and so I was privileged and lucky enough to get to go to very nice, expensive rehabs many times. And then when I turned 27, I got to experience like the county side of it, which were also great, but I think I just took advantage of it and didn't take it seriously at all. And it's I don't know, I would like go into those places and these people would be like, in the complete same position as me, but I was like, I've been through more. Or like I feel like all addicts kind of put like a condition on it, like why, like a reason why they can't. Like none of my immediate family, none of my I don't know, extended family, aunts, uncles, cousins at all are alcoholic, addict, maybe some mental health, but that's neither here nor there, not for me to decide. But so I didn't, it was never really around me growing up, and I didn't, you know, you take DARE and stuff, but when I would smoke weed and stuff in school and even like, you know, take pills, it was always just like recreational and fun. And I mean, I guess in high school, like I did think it was like, I didn't think it was a bad thing. I just thought my friends were lame because I was like, oh, let's drink on like a Tuesday and go to school. And they were like, what? Like, no, we don't do that. And I was like, I do. Like, what? You don't drink and go to school, like 10th grade? Like,
wow.
So I never thought about it. And even when I was like doing heroin, the first time I was ever like actually dope sick, I was at work and I still didn't believe it. I was like, I was physically sick, and I was like, my sister worked with me at the time, and I was full on like, I have a flu. Like, this is a horrible flu and I don't know why. Like, I was fine this morning, like, and you know, she's like, yeah, that's weird. But I think that night actually I went to my best friend's house, who I said in the beginning whose sister used, and you know, she ended up using too. But we like both were like looking at each other in our bed, and we were both just like, I think we're like addicted to heroin. And I think it probably still took me probably like I'd say another year, and that was when I was like 19, 20, to fully like be able to like say like that I was an addict or tell people, and in my head really, I guess, actually like believe it and like know that it's true. And I don't think it's something that I would want to not have about me, because even like people who don't know my story or my life, they you know, I love, it sounds like a little conceited, I promise it's not supposed to be, but like I love when people like tell me like that I seem like a very like old soul, or like I've lived a lot of lives, or I've been through like a lot, and that's, you know, it doesn't mean bad or good, but because I have, you know. And so I feel like I can just relate to literally like anybody I talk to, whether it's on the L or like in Rittenhouse Square, like.
Okay.
And I think that my drug use like gave me a lot of that. So no, I didn't ever think I'd be a drug addict, but definitely am.
So what is it that make you want to keep on taking drugs?
What is it? In the beginning, I think it was because it felt good. Well, it was just fun. Friends did it, and friends did. You know, they smoked weed and drank, and maybe would take like a perk or something. But I think it was all fun for me, and if my friends didn't like it anymore, I would get new friends who would do the things I would like. Because I like what I like, and I wasn't gonna just not do something because the people I was with didn't want to. You know, I'll leave and go to a different party and do what I want to do. And then it became a like need, like a physical, mental, you know, withdrawal. That, like I said, at work that first time I experienced it, but it's always horrible. But even I think it's, I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older and it's in my head, but I think like now it's like even harder. Like I was in detox like a little bit ago, and I'm supposed to be going tomorrow actually. But
awesome.
Yeah, but the last time it was just I was like, I can't believe like I've made my body like so dependent on something, because before like I would like run every day, and now like if I have to run to get to the bus, I'm like, oh, I'll take the next one. Like I am not doing it. So now I'd say it's just a physical dependence, and I don't know where I'd stand on the mental dependent. I don't even know if that's a thing, mental dependence of it, because I mean, it's all I think about when I'm not using, like that first week or two. But when I was clean for 3 years, the first year, I guess, was tough. Maybe the first 6 months, but after that, it was just like a fleeting thought. Like, I was in a relationship. I had my own house. Like, I had a dog, and like maybe, rarely, like once every once in a while, I'd wake up in the middle of the night and be like, oh, like that sounds like a good idea, and like I'd be like, no, I'm too tired. Like I have to work in the morning. So I don't know.
Wow, your story is very deep. I'm so sorry you didn't have proper guidance growing up, you know, that led you down this path. What's a day in your life look like 24 hours for you?
So it's not pretty. I mean, I've been working at a coffee shop for 3 years, and like about 2 weeks ago, I decided literally like the most impulsive thought ever. I just decided it was going to be a good idea to go down in the basement, take all my money I had saved in the safe, because of course, like, my bosses don't allow me to keep all my cash, and I took it all out and walked out of work, which I also lived with my boss, so now my living situation is gone. Damn. And I left, and I turned my phone off and just went and got high for the last 2 weeks. And I mean, I think the minute I got in my friend's car, I immediately regretted it. But at that point, I'm like the type of person that I'll avoid something until I can't avoid it. Like, and even when it's like staring me in the face, I'll still avoid. Like, I'll still try to like curve around it. But it's the runs have just gotten to the point where I don't even know if like the first day is fun anymore. Like, I've been out here, literally like out here in like on the streets for like 4 days now because I have places to stay. Damn. And it's just, that's why I said, like, I called one of my friends who's been clean for like 5 years, and I was like, I can't do this. I was like, I don't care if it's my age. I don't care if something like finally like happened. I don't need to know that right now. I just know that like I'm not built for this anymore. Cause like I've been outside before for months at a time in like the winter. Like I didn't give a shit. Like all that I cared about was feeling like that feeling. But now it's way too much. Like I've seen things in the last 4 days that it's. What
are some things you have seen?
This morning, for instance, I've been hanging out with this couple, and we had this like bag, and I forgot it, of course, because I don't know, whatever, and I had to walk back to like Frankfurt and something, and this guy like starts yelling at me from like a block and a half behind, and I maybe have seen him before, you know, on the street, but like had no idea who he is. And he just like is going off on me about like stuff that I have no idea what he's talking about. And that wasn't because I was like too like high last night. Like that, it was just like what? Like, and he like pulled a knife on me and like I think he was just trying to rob me, so he just wanted to like pretend like he probably just saw me and but like that stuff like that like literally was this morning. Like I had a gun pulled on me on Weymouth last summer. Damn. Oh, sorry. And that just like it doesn't even like and I'm sitting here and like it doesn't even I feel like I know my sister's like one of my best friends. I talk to her about everything. We've even got to the point where like even when I'm using, I don't avoid her like because I said like I avoid everyone, but I told her like I don't have to avoid you, but like I don't think you're always gonna like what I hear. So that's the level we're on now, which is great, I think, because I can actually talk to someone about things, and I don't tell her everything because like I'm about to say, like for someone like her, if something like that would happen to her, like she would like call the police, like you know, whatever, like freak out, and I literally like walked away and like kept doing what I was doing. I gotta go, like, like. So
how do you stay safe out here? How do you?
I mean, I don't want to say luck, but you know, I'm very non-confrontational. So when I had a gun pulled on me and like this morning, like I kind of just talked my way out of it because
Jesus,
I I'm not gonna fight someone. Like it's just
Right.
if you're gonna shoot me, like I guess you're just gonna shoot me.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. I don't want to have to like keep. I don't want to have to like be worried about being shot for like
Exactly.
what. And
Right.
that guy this morning was like trying to, and I had nothing on me, of course, because I'm sleeping outside. Like I don't have like wads of cash.
Right.
And he was like pissed at me. I was like, dude, like, I'm in the same situation you're in. Like.
Damn.
But yeah, it's I don't stay safe. I hate not like walking around at night being like, I just wish I had a bed. You know what I mean?
What about a shelter? You ever thought about going in a shelter?
I have never stayed in one, and I would. I definitely would, but the only reason I haven't is because, like I said, I had that like private insurance, so I literally would like call a rehab when I got sick and tired of like, my whatever escapade I was doing, and they'd be there in like an hour to come get me. So now I'm medicated. It takes a little bit longer, but my best friend works at she works at one of the hospitals in Center City for like the drug and alcohol people.
Like the net, not the net.
It's Proact, I think.
Okay, that's something else.
But she already got me into like Malvern or something, and it's just I think now it's just like whether I go or not, and I want to go, I definitely do, but I don't know how things can change. I don't promise anyone anything anymore when it comes to going to treatment, and I hate when people ask me like, are you gonna do it this time? Because I don't know,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I wish I could say yes and like be definite about it, but I still sometimes have fun drinking, getting high, but overall, is it fun for me? No, not anymore.
Okay.
There's moments, but it's just it's ruined too much. It's taken way too much of a toll on my body, and I'd say like over the last year or two, I don't know why, I just have gotten this like super negative feeling about treatment, and so yeah, I just told my sister like the fact that I'm even thinking about going, and if I get there, like that's all I'm worried about right now. Like what I do afterward, like that's neither here nor there. That's what I mean. Like how long I stay. It's just I don't want to even think about it right now. I just want to think about like getting away from the situation I'm in and getting into a better one, because it's just it's too much.
It's just one day at a time,
Right.
That's all you can do. But I wish you all the best, and I wish you realize that you are worth more than what you're putting yourself through. So in a day, how many bags of fentanyl would you say that you use?
Right now it's been a little scarce because I'm wheeling and dealing for cash, but when I was working, I was paid under the table, and I made very good money, and that was like a blessing and a curse, because I was spending like at least I was doing at least 2 bundles of heroin a day, or fentanyl, and then I was also on methadone, which is supposed to you're supposed to stop, but I just was doing both, and then coke too I was doing. So it was I don't know, I'd probably spend at least $200 a day on my habit when I had a job and could afford that. So that was a real shock to my body, like when I went from that to like the panhandler that I am.
So that's how you make your money, you panhandle?
I tried it the other night, not for me, no, but I have my other ways, whether it be hanging out with guys.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's the addiction. Very real thing.
Right.
And or boosting, whatever it is. It sucks, and that's not the person I know I am, and that's not the way I want to contribute to society. Like at 27 years old, like I think I can do more, and everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people tell me that too. So I don't know, maybe I should just believe them for a little bit and try to do something different.
Yeah. Out here in Kensington, can you trust anyone out here?
No, literally no. I met this girl. She was super nice. You know, I came across like a decent amount of money and bought her like whatever she needed, and fell asleep like at the park. And I woke up to her like literally. I had my drugs and my money in my, not in my pocket or my, like in my underwear. And this girl's in my underwear, and tried to say it wasn't her. You know, even though I literally caught you with your hands like in my pants.
Wow.
And I've had friends down here that like I had a friend like literally drive down here with me and drive home without me, like because like she was like supposed to give me stuff for getting it for, and like didn't want to. So like it's crazy. I'll sit at the park and just do what I, you know, get high at the park and
Needle Park?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll watch like people just like that are knotted out, like other people just go through their pockets. Like it's the first thing they do, and it's just sad because I know most people I know normal like people wouldn't do that at like Rittenhouse, or you know what I mean. Like if someone would see that, they'd be like, hey, should we call someone? And like there it's just like
they'll take your shoes off your feet if you get caught nodding out here. It's vicious.
That guy earlier, like I was like, I don't have anything, and he was like, well, you better figure something out. And I'm like looking at myself like, I don't know, like 30 cents on this gift card, I don't know, like if you want it, like, and he took it, of course. But yeah, I think so. I don't think his drug of choice was the same as mine, because I had a bag in my wallet and he didn't want it. I don't know, you know what I mean, whatever. But yeah, they literally will take the shirt off your back.
Got you. Yes, can you please tell us what are some of your short-term goals?
Yeah, in a sec. All right. So short-term goals, I'd say, I mean, short term would be to get into treatment tonight, like, because I mean, it's important to me. It's important to like getting my life back on track. I have a lot of opportunities that I messed up that I can still like salvage right now, and I it's like opportunities that like would mean like a life change for me. So I definitely need to and want to do it. But I don't know, no problems. But and I don't know, like let's say like a short term for me is like 6 months, I'd say. But I just want to be like able to wake up and not just like open my eyes and think like, how am I gonna get money, like whatever, you know what I mean, who am I gonna hustle today, like how, after the conversation with my mom, like why I didn't pay my phone bill again, like just not be anxious when my dad calls me, like just be able to like pick up and be like, hey, like how's your day, like that would be nice. I don't go for anything too extreme, but
Gotcha. So let's get off topic a little bit just to get to know you as a person, okay?
Yeah. If
you found $10,000 today, what would you do with it?
I'd buy a pack of cigarettes first, because I want one. I'd probably buy an apartment, and this is today. Buy an apartment and probably just hang out for a while, just because I've been working through COVID the entire time, and I'm jealous of those people. I'm not gonna lie, I'm jealous of those people that got a break. But you know, 10,000 isn't that much. But I mean, I don't know. Today, I don't think I'd do great things with it. I think I would. I'd probably use it for selfish reasons.
At least you're being honest.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, what advice would you give to addicts watching this video?
I think that, I don't know, it's hard because I don't judge any. I mean, I don't like things other people do, but I can't say I haven't done, like, I mean, I never pulled a gun. I'm like I said, it's not confrontational, but you know, I've stolen from friends. I've done shady stuff and stolen and helped someone look for it. But I just have been trying, like, over the last few years to just try so hard, because it's the one thing that, like, I'm very even keeled most of the time, but the thing that gets me like so upset is just like thinking about stuff that I've done that I can't, like, literally can't take back, whether the person's like no longer like here, or you know, I'm no longer like with that person, friends with that person, or like in the case of like some of my family, I think it's just too far gone, and it's at the point where that's just where it's gonna stay.
What is one piece of advice that you would give to a newborn baby?
I would say to learn boundaries and learn, I forget what the word is. I think teaching total abstinence is more harmful than not. I think that the way that a lot of schools, parents, whatever, teach by fear or just like the way that's done, I just don't think is right. So I would if it was, let's say, my kid, I would just try to go a different approach and just see how it works, and especially because I'm predisposed to it or whatever, if that's even a thing, I don't know. I know that's like a big argument, but I would just try to be honest. Like I try to be all the time, but I just think teaching total abstinence rather than it's not portions. Portion your heroin. But that it's not all bad. I don't think it's all, and I don't think everyone's an addict. So I think that if you teach it like that, people are going to be terrified and then do stupid stuff and be reckless. And I just think that there's a lot of ways to deal with every person, and every person's different. So teaching everyone the same thing is just not, it doesn't make sense to me at all.
Got you. When was the last time you did something nice for yourself?
For myself, I bought myself a milkshake 2 days ago. Milkshakes are my favorite food ever. So, it's like a bag or a milkshake, and I did the milkshake. So
which one you like, chocolate or vanilla?
Peanut butter.
Oh, that's a nice one. What do you love most about yourself?
I love that I can just sit down at a table with like anybody and make them feel comfortable. I work in the food industry, and I don't think that that's the reason that I'm not good at it or whatever. It's just a talent, I guess. But
server or cook?
I was managing a coffee shop in Fishtown, so I mean, I cook. That's not my forte. I can do it, but
Okay.
I prefer people think I'm crazy to deal with customers, because especially in coffee, because a lot of the times you're the first person those people are interacting with in a day, and I think that can like completely make or break someone's like entire day. So I love that about me, that like I can make people laugh, I can make people like feel better, I can listen if they don't want me to make them feel better, and at the end of it, seeing someone else like appreciate me, like that just feels good, because I feel like a lot of the times especially down here, I hate the looks people give me too. That's why panhandling wasn't for me, like, because it's just like it takes I feel like it's a special type of like dehumanization that you have to go through to live down here, and it really is. No, it is actually, and it's sad because I know everyone here is capable of changing, but it's a hard cycle to get out of. Like I said, I've only been here 4 days, and it's already like, it seems like it's already normal to be sleeping on concrete. Like, no.
Okay, so when you're alone by yourself, what are some things that you think about?
I think about of course I think about like things I wish I didn't have, or I wish I could take back or didn't do, but I also think about I like to just like envision myself like in like my ideal life, like just, and my ideal life is really fucking boring. It's like I don't care if it's like a 4th floor apartment with a cat and a sofa and my bed and Netflix, like just to be able to like call something mine and like, be able to like have the key to it and and not have to like worry about when I leave, like, like as if it was like a recovery house or like jail or wherever I've been, rehab, like you know, you're working so hard and then you don't take anything with you, you know what I mean? So I just want to get through all that and like get to a place where like I can like go to work and come home and just like, you know, like sit on the couch and like just like chill for a minute. And so I think about that a lot.
Cool.
Because I haven't had that in a long time. I mean, I did when I was clean, but it still wasn't like that. Something still wasn't. Things were still just weird. But that's a happy thought I like to think about.
Well, I just wish you all the best. I wish, you know, one day you do get your own place with your cat and your Netflix and your couch, you know, and just live a normal life, right?
Yeah.
You know, live a normal life, brother.
Right.
What's your favorite color?
Gray.
Awesome. And what are some of your favorite foods?
I love tacos, like Mexican food. Strawberries are my favorite fruit. I love carrots, that's my favorite vegetable, and any type of potato. Mashed potato, French fry.
Nice.
Not sweet potatoes though.
Do you have a favorite band or artist?
Lana Del Rey.
Oh, cool.
I got a tattoo.
Nice. When you were much younger as a kid, what do you want to become when you grow up?
When I was young, I don't know. For some reason, I wanted to be a zookeeper. I don't know, because I don't even like animals that much. So I think it was just like exotic, like different. I love going to the zoo still, but I don't want to work with them.
I got you. So now, do you have a favorite clothing store?
I would say like Urban Outfitters, maybe, or I don't know for clothing necessarily, but I love Target.
Okay, nice. And what's your favorite sound? Like, I like the sound of the rain. What's your favorite sound?
I like I don't know, there's these like bugs. They're like crickets, but they're not. I forget what they're called. Katie something.
Oh,
Katie
I know
did.
what you're talking
That's
about.
it.
Oh, I had one as a pet. I swear to God, I had one.
But they make just like a soothing sound at night in the summertime, and they don't. Maybe in like Conshohocken or something they make that sound. But I like to like visit home for like an hour and a half and like hear that and like just like have my windows open at night and just like it just feels like, you know, there's nothing else going on right now.
Right.
Like,
what's your favorite smell?
Chanel Blue.
Chanel Blue. Cool.
It makes me think of like many things. Yeah, I guess scent memories are like the most prominent. So there's just been like a lot of good like people I've known that have worn that. That's my favorite cologne. And
Oh, I gotta check it out then. I like colognes. What's your favorite season of the year?
I would say autumn.
Why?
It's like hoodie weather. I love hoodies. I like the colors, like the leaves. Where I grew up, like I said, it's either cornfields or woods. So
Got you.
it's super orange, red.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool. At the end of the night, when you go to sleep, what are some things that you dream about?
I have reoccurring dreams a lot, like the same dream over and over again. And I don't even know. I'm not even gonna get into explaining, but I just have like weird like. I swear I dream in color, and they say people don't, but I just have these like crazy like Avatar type movie, you know that movie? Dreams like that, like weird people, creatures, and like I don't know. So
deep. What do you look for in a partner?
I don't have like a specific type physically. That I mean, it matters to me, but not like on a shallow level. But I definitely look for someone who can make me laugh, someone who has common sense, someone that likes to like cook, eat, likes coffee, and I'm trying to think of like one like big word like loyalty. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I think just like being able to have fun and like be ourselves around each other, because that's like what's most important to me. Like,
Gotcha.
I don't like when people are like feel like they have to be phony around me. So of course when a relationship starts, you know, you don't do certain things like you know, whatever. But someone that can be like that, like pretty much like right off the bat, like be themselves.
Got you. Me and the AML family would like to know, what is your zodiac sign?
I'm an Aries.
Yo, shout out to all the Aries out there. Say what's up, you know, show them some love. If you had the ability to fly or to be invisible, which one would you pick?
I would be invisible.
Why?
I don't know. I like to think it's not so I could spy on people, but probably. I always would love to be that fly on the wall when, like, you know, like your friend's parents are arguing or something, and then, like, instead of having to awkwardly, like, slide away, you could just be like, oh my god. I don't know, maybe I could get into, like, a movie for free or something.
Got you.
I was thinking much worse things, but that was what I...
It is what it is. If you had 3 wishes in this world, what would your 3 wishes be?
I would want to, I would make sure, I would want nobody to have to starve or, like, deal with that, like poverty, really, because that just, I mean, I'm starving all the time right now, so that just sucks. I don't think anyone has to deal with that, and I think that it's, like, so sad to think about. I would wish for like a house that like had a, I don't know, there was this movie growing up, like Smart House or something. Like, it would do, like, whatever they wanted.
Nice.
Like make a milkshake whenever they want, or like just be like, can you put this on the TV? Like, maybe like a house like that.
Okay.
And then maybe all the finances I ever could need or want.
Great. What do you like to do in your pastime?
I like to go shopping. I love the King of Prussia Mall. I love, weirdly, I like fishing.
I like fishing too.
That was like a thing I discovered like 2 or 3 summers ago.
Cool.
I like to be by myself a lot, like, and just walk around Center City and like aimlessly, like, you know, nowhere to go, just kind of like
go on adventures, huh?
Yeah, like, and get coffee, whatever. And I never realized, like, how small Philadelphia is, really. I always see people I know, you know what I mean? It's always, I just like a day like that where I can just, like, have, like, small talk with people I haven't seen in a while, and
right.
You know.
Got you. If you had a message to send to the world, what would your message be?
I would say, I don't know. I just wish more people would, like, just, like, stop and, like, think about what they're saying before they say it, and really, like, try to, like, I know it's impossible to, like, understand what everyone's going through all the time, but, like, just because a person looks a certain way, or whatever it may be, like, yeah, but just not to judge them off of that, because I don't know. I've like I said, I physically have, like, messed up my body, like my arms and stuff, with scars and stuff. And I've had people, like, literally, like, say to me at work, like, ew, like, what's wrong with your arms? Like, or like, do you shoot up and stuff? And it's just like, I don't know. I would never, like, think it's okay to just, like, a complete stranger just be like, what's wrong with you? Like, so, you know, just maybe, like, try to put, what's that saying? Like, the foot on the shoe on the other, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Walk in someone else's shoes.
Exactly.
Like, just even for, like, 5 seconds before you want to, like, wrinkle your nose at them and be like, you know, they must be a bad person because they do drugs.
God forbid, what would you like to be remembered for if you died tomorrow?
I would like to be remembered for, I would just say, like, I think I've never, like, told, like, anyone, like, if anything ever happened, like, I just think my family and friends would know that, like when they think about me, not to just, like, not to be, like, I don't know if it's possible to not be sad and stuff, but, like, I always, like, have fun with people, like I said, and, like, even, like, when my sister's, like, or someone's, like, upset, like, at the end of it, like, we're, like laughing and, like, making fun of each other. So I guess just, like, that I was always just, like, I guess, like, a happy-go-lucky kind of, like, someone you always wanted around. I guess it is kind of sad. It's like a void. But you know, just that I wasn't like that. My addiction wasn't all that defined me. Like even when I'm in it, like I can still like I think a lot of the people down here, like it's actually, I kind of laugh at myself because a lot of the people down here, like I'll talk to, like, and I think they're like shocked that I'm even talking to them. It's like like they're so used to just being like disregarded and like so like some people have literally just like not answered me and I'm like, all right, like that's a lot, but you know, just it's just crazy. But yeah, I'd say that just that I was always for the most part in a good mood, just always happy. And even though I had a lot going on or whatever at the time, I could just like, you know, I try to make other people, I guess that's just like deflecting, but try to help other people with what they're going through.
Awesome. That's very nice of you. Okay, guys, we wrapping up the interview with the lovely Bronson. I want to tell him thank you so much for, you know, taking his time out of his day to share his story with the AML family. And guys, let's embrace him into the family. So guys, thank you so much for your time. And Bronson, is there anything you would like for me or the audience member to help you out with? Resources, clothes, anything?
I mean, I'll definitely get your number. Like I said, my best friend works for places like at Jefferson's where she works at ProAct. But I'll definitely get your number, and if that falls through, I'll definitely give you a call.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I love this. I love stuff like this, like just random. You know what I mean? Like
we're a family. We're a community of like-minded people, rebels, loners, and lost, and we, you know, we support each other. Yeah. You know, have each other back. Okay, guys, do you have any last words you want to say to the family before you roll out?
I don't know. Just thank you so much for watching this, and you know, stay tuned. We'll see what happens next.
Hey, that's what's up. That's the spirit. Okay, guys. So AML Films, and we out there. Peace.
Quiet's driving me insane. Silence rattles in my brain.